If you want to explore synastry between yourself and someone else, you don't need to be an expert to get started. You need 3 things: some basic information, a free online tool, and a way to read what the tool gives you. That's what this video covers, step by step. For each person, you'll want to collect 3 pieces of information: the date of birth, the time of birth, and the place of birth. The date alone is enough to calculate the position of most planets. But some of the most significant synastry contacts involve points that can only be calculated if you also have the birth time and place, specifically the ascendant, the midheaven, the vertex, Lilith, and the moon's precise degree. Without the birth time, those points either can't be calculated at all, or they carry a margin of error wide enough to make them unreliable. So if you can get the birth time from a birth certificate, a family record, or the person themselves, it's worth doing. If you can't, you can still run a meaningful synastry chart. You'll just be working with a partial picture. Once you have the data, you need a tool to calculate the synastry chart. There are several free options online. You enter the birth data for both people, and it generates the synastry chart for you. When you first see the result, it will probably look like 2 wheels overlaid on each other with lines crossing in multiple directions. That visual is genuinely difficult to read, even for experienced astrologers. Don't try to interpret the wheel. Look for the aspect list instead. Most synastry tools will provide a separate list of contacts, the specific connections between one person's planets or points and the other person's. That list is where you want to start. Each item in the list follows the same pattern: a planet or point from one chart, an aspect, and a planet or point from the other chart. For example, Sun square ascendant, Venus trine Mars, Neptune opposition Moon. The planet or point tells you what area of life or part of the self is involved. The aspect tells you the nature of the conversation between them, whether it's fluid or tense, harmonious or activating. The main aspects to know are the conjunction, 2 items at the same degree, fused together, highly concentrated; the opposition, 2 items directly across from each other, creating tension or polarity; the square, a 90-degree angle, generating friction or drive; the trine, a 120-degree angle, producing ease and flow; and the sextile, a 60-degree angle, offering opportunity and support. These aspects have a tolerance built in, called an orb, which means a contact doesn't need to be exact to count. Most tools apply a standard orb automatically. The closer to exact, the stronger the contact. Once you have your list of contacts, the next step is understanding what each one actually means, what it activates between the 2 people, how it tends to play out, where it creates connection and where it creates challenge. That's what the rest of this channel is for. Each video in the Synastry series takes one specific concept and breaks down exactly what it does, what themes it brings forward, what it feels like from the inside, and what to watch for. If you enjoyed this introduction, don't forget to like and subscribe.